Hello. Mic check. Looks good. Welcome, everyone. Okay, we do have a game. Messed this one up pretty bad. Well, there's a 9 rank difference, so got that. Okay, so we're reviewing for black. Any reason you didn't play the normal Joseki here? Okay. So the way you want to play here is just to surround the stone. When they invade your section, you just want to surround them. Yeah, you can. I'll show you something more interesting though. You can go here. And then when they do this, let's see, I think you have this ladder right. Yes. You can do that. And that way.
Smoglet just raided with
hey, welcome.
viewers.
Thank you for the raid. This will give you kind of a nice balance of influence. Yeah, you just got to check the ladder. So that's always possible. Yeah, when they invade you like this, you just have to surround. And for the new people that are just joining, it is open review, so if you would like me to analyze your games, I am happy to do so. Oh, I actually need to put the Congress link at top for today's sponsor. Because today's sponsor is Go Congress. Shinobi, maybe here? Or here? 5 stream streak, that's cool. Is it different if the extending stone is on the 3rd line? No, not really. You just surround it like this. I don't really understand why you would play that move. Not sure what it does. This is my, one of my pet peeve shapes. Disconnect. One of those shapes that I just don't like. You can get this Atari in for free and then fix. Yeah, but it can't connect under, so you don't have to play a stone to disconnect it because it's already disconnected. You don't need to worry about it. All right, so this line of stones has no base, right? Because white has taken away that base. But now you've played a shape that is known for its cutting point, which is a knight's move. Knight's moves are cuttable. So I'm not sure what your game plan is here if I try to cut you. White might choose to play defense first, but then you need to come back and fix your knight's move or like lean on the corner. But you are playing a knight's move, which is technically defying our basics. Our opponent played a Hane, which is also cuttable. You can consider this. Fight it out. Okay. This fight's not done yet. So I think I would want another move here. And then maybe surround white. Yeah, we're not done with the fight yet. White really loves these invasions. Now, surround the stone. So in this case, it would be here. Like this. Well, actually, no, just let them crawl. Yeah, if you can still surround them, then it's keep surrounding them. These moves where they just go in like this, just surround them. You can do that, you can do that. Just surround it. Let them be live small. Yeah, instead of this one's a little bit more active. Just fix your shape. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna save the stone though, but you're not necessarily wrong. Looks like the AI says go ahead and surround it. Surrounding stuff is really powerful. Like, I think it's more important than a big move is surrounding a weak group. Yeah, like getting big moves is really powerful. But surrounding weak groups is even more powerful. Just if it's alive, then don't surround it and go play a big move. And you need to notice the moment it's alive. Just connect. Don't leave cutting points for no good reason. Why here instead of here? This is clearly the move. Right, exactly. This is much better. Approaching the fourth line stone. This one looks a little bit like a chicken move. Okay. I want to say this one. You just outright a 4Q. Oh no! Hold on. Hold on. Just give him up. Just give him up. It doesn't matter. Maybe just here. It doesn't matter. Just don't die. Don't be afraid of the pincer. Pincer means you can attack something. Somebody's not doing go problems. What? Why did White play this one? White's 4Q. I think you gotta go here. Because if you go here, this is also a net. This is really ugly, so you can't do this. You have to just sacrifice them. Yeah, just sacrifice them. You can't save those and get ugly shape like that. I think go with Tiger's Mouth here, so that you can Tiger's Mouth right here. No, attack it from the weak group. Because you're doing a aggressive defense. So while you're saving yourself, it's also surrounding White. Don't try to cut White off like this when you're the weak group. Because what they're going to do is they're going to come out and attack you back. And then respond. So that's a good way to get attacked. No. What? You're dead again. Yeah, I think the big thing is you're not respecting these stones. These stones are really weak and you're not defending them. I find it funny that White's not killing them, though. Don't do it. If it doesn't surround, don't do it. Wait. Said the wedge? It's not a ladder yet, though. Not quite yet. Now it is. Now it's a snapback. What is White doing? Is White, like, not wanting to kill you? This is a nightmare. All because you wanted to save these. They weren't cutting stones. Also, I think the big issue is probably not that you wanted to save these, but because you did all of these moves. All these moves should have been on the weak group. Imagine you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moves on your weak group. This is why you stay on the weak group. I have no idea why White's not killing you. What is it? This one doesn't do anything. You're not surrounding anything. You need to defend this group now. Start getting a base right here. Because these stones are weak. It looks like you have trouble seeing floating groups. Or handling floating groups. Yeah. We're still in the middle of a big fight. White has a dying dragon. Like, you might win the game. So I like that you're Tanukiing more, but you don't Tanuki things that are not alive. In the middle of a fight is not the time to Tanuki. Just make sure your moves are Sentai. This one is not as good as this one. This is the ladder. You can just kill the stone. No, you don't need to fix. I guess you can, but like you don't need to. The vital point for this shape is here. They connect, and then you can take the other tiger's mouth, and now they're just a dragon. Imagine you have a push right here. Peep, peep. And maybe like that. Maybe this is just better. Not quite. This one was pretty important. Don't push diagonals. Pushing diagonals does nothing but like decrease your liberties. Yeah, you want to play like that. And then maybe surround it like this. Even if it lives, you want to surround it. Cut. Cuts are your friend. Oh, there you go. What is White doing? I don't understand what White is doing. White should not be struggling this hard. You really got to save this group. So, because if you don't go here, this entire group is getting surrounded. Okay, you did. Was this like 1 second blitz? What the heck? Was he watching a movie? Like while he was playing? Like what the heck? This is so silly. When you're watching TV and you're accidentally losing to the 13Q. White is gonna die. I think White's dead. Was White trying to lose? Like, trying to teach or something? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's like the only way White can live. Yeah. If you just reduce the ice phase. Reduce the ice phase. White is dead. The only way White can live is if you make the eye bigger and then let it double Atari. Like, I think this is the only way it can live, is the way you made him play. I don't know if there's another way White can live. This is not a cutting point. Over here. Probably about to start endgame, I think. Maybe you need to start connecting this and getting some eye shape. Nice. I like that you're trying to cut things. That's good. Nice. Very nice. Maybe here. Should be fine though. Just didn't read it far enough. Okay. Here, the shape that I hate with the passion might be the answer. The shape that I hate with the passion, I think, is the answer. I guess it's because this is a wasted move almost. No, at least connect, because then White will have to capture it later, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 moves that White will have to play, so it's 4 points less. Huh? Is White drunk? Reduce the ice phase first. There's no way to kill it though, unfortunately. Ooh, there's a cut here. If you go right here and then clamp, they can't cut you because you get them first. So they have to connect like this and then you can do that. So this is a Knight's move to the second line, back to the third line with another Knight's move. Knight's moves have cutting points. That's 2 cutting points. The way you cut it is the clamp. Huh? What does this do? He just died. This should die. You should play here. We're desperate. Don't be desperate, just win. Fun fact, they cannot play this move. Nice. Only 50 to go. If they play this move, you go here, and then Atari, and then Peep, and then you're alive. This is an in-game Tsuji. So they have to go here. Are you losing? It's only 15 points. You'll probably lose. But you can make 15 points just like this. How does that lose points? What? That's not right. Well, you got to learn to count. I'm hitting it because I'm not going to waste the time to count it when I have a button right there. But you don't have a button. You need to learn how to count. I don't think it's time to go crazy and just lose points everywhere. I think you can just play a good endgame and make up 10 points. Yeah. This is too easy to respond to. What? Hold on, let me count the liberties. Da, da. Yeah, it's I versus no I. Huh? This move does nothing. Atari right there. Can go right here. Yes. So it has to go right there. Thread life, take. Oh, it's so close. It's so close to white being dead. You need one more liberty and white's dead. No, go here and connect. What? But you just die. You just straight up died. Go here and then connect and you have several ways to live. Maybe. It's actually getting pretty close to you being dead. Yeah, white's life and death is much better than yours. Yeah, you haven't developed your life and death enough. White made a ton of mistakes for a 4Q. I think you shouldn't have gone crazy. You should just play a basic endgame. It was a 15-point difference for a 9 ranks. No, it should have been like 50 plus. I think white was slacking off. White was be like, this will be easy. It's only a 13Q. And they started slacking off and almost lost. Yeah, I think surround dragons, get better at attacking dragons, and this game would have been a bit different. A couple more shapes, and then obviously life and death is always going to be a thing you have to work on. And trust in game more. Yeah, but there's a limit to like what you can call like what the heck is this? Hello, Moth. What the heck is this? What kind of 4Q? Oh man. Black has a lot of shape problems, but it's hard to know when you're making bad shape. I'd have to look at a game.
Joey 123 just followed.
Thank you for the follow, Joey. I'd have to look at a game, but yeah, it's open reviews. Homework-wise, I'm sure you know where to do your Go problems, right? Yeah, if you want to also like you can also go through and replay like one pro game a day on a real board. From like the 1900s. Like, oh, this only goes to 2001. For the year 2000. That's unfortunate. Old Japanese pro games have a lot of good shapes for amateurs. There's a lot of good shapes found in Japanese pro games and older ones. So you need Life and Death. Taking Eyes, Making Life. I need to rename that. What else did you miss? Maybe some cut problems. Disconnect. Let's see, disconnect level 3. What do we got? Yeah, it had a lot of shape. Yeah, so here's yeah. Brain farted for a second. Why didn't the icon load? Why does this site always have bugs? Yeah, just go through and do all the level 3. Just get you in the habit of looking for cutting points. That is not cut. This is a false eye. This is not level 3. This is like level 1. Yeah. When was this edited? December 2024. Good grief. This is a while back. Anyway. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully you found the review helpful. All right, who is next? Who would like a game review? Okay, so we're at 8Q.
Review started.
How many games does everyone play a week? Because that's a common mistake. It's just not playing enough games. How many games you play? Let's see. Can't do the thing. 2 last month. 3 this month. 5 to 10 a day, roughly 8. Yeah, Emirates, I know yours is crazy this month. You've played almost 300 games. 5 to 10 a week? That's pretty good. 10 a week is a good number. Is a good minimum. You've played 3 games this whole month. Oh, you played Jasper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games this month. Ah, okay. Well, did you give me a drunk game then? Am I reviewing one of your drunk games? I want to review a drunk game. Show me a game where you're actually trying. That way you can actually learn. From this game, rule number 1, don't be drunk when you're playing Go and you'll do better. I'm no 13 by 13 expert. I think I would struggle as well. It's good for practicing endgame. Why does everyone want to know me? Just connect. That's fine. Like you can have a drunk account or slacking off account. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But don't get those games reviewed. Those are not games worth reviewing. Those are fun games, but not worth reviewing. $15 points against Jasper is really good. Oh, you're white. You're white. You're white. You're white. You're white. Right here. Yeah, I think you're struggling with the second and third line. Just run away. Nice cut. Nope, block. It's not a ladder. And black is dead. This is cuttable. So go for eye space in the corner. Maybe look like this. Yeah, just looking for life. Okay, good net. Yeah, good net. Good. Good. Possible. You could also go here. That's too early. Try to threaten some endgame first. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Threaten your in-game first. Decent, but it's 4-3. Black needs liberties. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. You have to take a liberty. You have to take a liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Bonk the monkey on the head. Bonk the monkey on the head. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. You could just cut it. You're right. You're right. Ignore me. What you did is correct. That one's unnecessary. You're already alive. I don't know. This is Dame. Huh? I don't know what this move does. You're literally playing Dame right now instead of taking away points. Like, you're literally playing Dame. Now we're playing. What in the world? Okay, you have to do that one. You're an Atari. That makes sense. You're an Atari. That makes sense. Game information, Japanese rules. Okay. Black by half a point. You should have won this game. You played Dame before it was Dame. Like legit, here's your half point right here. Yeah, I think you should have won this game. You're not rushing. D6 was not. Oh yeah. Don't throw a stone in for no good reason. That was a point. It was 0 points if you do that. 1 point if you do that because it got a capture. So you lost the point there too. You just made a lot of 1 point mistakes at the very end for some reason. I think you made 3 1 point mistakes in a row. Yeah, make sure you don't rush the end. 13 by 13 is really good for practicing in-game. But don't rush the end. Okay. This one has not been reviewed.
Review started.
You're going to cross against Jasper? Good luck. Have you studied the cross at all? If it's Gote Dame, it's whatever the value of Sente was. Yeah. You don't. This is something that's kind of old school, but you approach like this when they have this move right here. It's Kobayashi. If you approach like this, this is a common punishment. So I would expect black to have a little bit of a problem here. And this is a little bit passive by white, I think. White could have done more than this. Can you pincer? That seems pretty active. What? What is this move? This is nothing. You gotta attack the stone. You could pincer it. You could play on the face. You could cap it. This is such a chicken move. Yeah, this is you're like afraid of white going in, but like that's the whole point of being on the fourth line. He just ignored. He's like, I don't care. You didn't attack me. You didn't attack me. I'm not gonna defend. You owe a move right here or right here. So you 7Q. I would just go right here, right here, and then go attack this stone. This is a big move, I guess, but you left a lot of weakness in the corner. Imagine there's a white stone right here, and then look at your eye space. You're very uncomfortable. What does this do? Okay. It's an interesting idea. It doesn't quite work though. Honestly, I think white could literally just play like this, maybe. But this is probably fine. If white just goes right here, what's your follow-up? I don't think you have a follow-up. Maybe right here is better eye shape. Nah. I think it's here. Like, I guess you go here, and then I just go here. It's a cute little move. Yeah, it's a cute little move. No, White needs to save these 2 stones. They're cutting stones. I think this is too soon, but okay. Not sure what white's after here. Yeah, I think you played fine there. I would capture these. Because now you're just 100% alive. Also, you want to come out and attack these 2 stones. I don't think this is that important because white has eyes right here. But you're cutting these stones. Go right here. Because this threatens white's shape right here, right? And then if white defends and you go right here, this kills the stones. So white has to defend with the bamboo and you escape. Yeah, this move's hard to respond to. Okay, where's the profit? Are you making this area as your profit? If it was me, I would I think I would try to aim for this area. Kick a braid. To be fair, I noticed it because it's the bamboo joint shape. Bamboo joint and tiger's mouth is a shape point. It's one of those key move points. So it's one of those key move shapes that you need to remember. That's why I looked there. This is what I would think about. I'm assuming you're still after this. Let's see where your profit comes from. What? Nice moves are cuttable. Nice moves are cuttable. Why? That's just good for black. What was white doing? That was silly. Peep. Be in their face. Get in their face and punch them. Don't be so slack. Be more strong. What is this move? It's just an empty triangle out of nowhere. You can't. This is not the move. No way that's the move. Okay, so the shape point is here, but the question is, what now? I guess you can go here. And then do your little key move. Do your little move. But then I can just connect underneath. But if I cut you, probably going to be the tiger's mouth Vita point. And then you go here. I can go here. There's no way it's the empty triangle. Oh, it is here. And then I go here, here, here. Oh, and then clamp. I didn't see the clamp. I didn't see the clamp. I'm sorry, I didn't see the clamp. Black plus 31 points. Oh my gosh. White is getting destroyed. Yeah, this is the first move I consider, but I'm looking at the connection. So if you can cut it, obviously that's better. So here you want to think about the fact that you have the bamboo in Sente. Or you can poke this shape in Sente. No, you can't. Yeah, you can. Because if you don't, if white doesn't respond, you can go here and then cut like that. But maybe white doesn't care about that. Anyway, what I'm envisioning is this shape. This is what I'm envisioning, right? And then as a Dawn player, you just reorder it and start here. And then you can always clamp. Yeah, you just reorder it in your head. I don't know if that made any sense, but that's what I'm thinking about. I want to know how white's going to live over here. Yeah, you're like crushing white. White's in trouble. Is this big? I think you need to be looking at the eye shape. Yeah, you probably need to be looking at the eye shape a little bit. Okay, so now white's alive. Oh, nice Tanuki timing. But you're not, don't go there. You need to finish up this fight over here. Unless you think white's already dead. I think you can go deeper. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Oh, is it a Rabbity 6? I don't know. Beyond me. It is beyond me. My least favorite shape. Disconnect. We're finally going to this group. I love how neither player cared about it, even though it was like a 40-point group. Care, dang it! Care about this life and death problem. There's no cut. There's no cutting point. Care about the life and death. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess that does work for white. Yeah. Can do it. Yeah. White should have went there. Nice response, I think. Typically, you just bonk it on the head, though. No need to be so complicated. Just bonk the monkey on the head. Yeah, white's kind of owning you in endgame a little bit. Yeah, white's endgame is just better, from what I can tell. Okay, looks like we're done. This one's Gote. You had a ginormous lead. Honestly, the big key of this game is you did not attack this like at all. You attacked this just fine and you got this area. So that's okay. You got profit. Maybe it's not the best profit, but you got profit for it. But you never poked the eye space, so you could have gone a little bit more aggressive. And you didn't attack this at all. Not attacking this left side is kind of a big deal. I want to say that's my thoughts on this game. Black plus 15. How did you win? Was he drunk? You just post a link to your game. Was Jasper drunk? Because that would make sense. Like, this to me doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to get a weak group right there. Neither of you were drunk? This is not Jasper's best game. This is not his best game that I've seen. Yeah, I don't like White's play at all. White's play does not feel like a Dawn player. You punished pretty well, though. You won. That's good. Yeah. Good job winning. Good. Not sure what was wrong with Jasper or something, but it's not tournament level Jasper. I saw a lot of mistakes. But yeah, interesting game. I think the key is just attack the weak group, and then it's fine. Yeah, hopefully the review was helpful. Playing while
Review
drunk is
started.
fine. Just don't think it's a game worth reviewing, and don't take it so seriously. I think playing when drunk is perfectly fine. But you cannot say that you're going to improve doing that. It's not a game worth going over unless you just want to laugh at it. It's not a game to be taken seriously. So I guess that's my opinion on it. It's fun, but that's about it. Okay. Put you up here. Rank correspondence. I do think you live games are better than correspondence games, if you want to review. Because correspondence games are not really the best games to learn from. Because it's just not the same type of game. Okay, odd, but okay. No Kobayashi. Start learning this one. This one's more modern. Like, this one's fine, but I think you probably have the hang of this one. Learn this one next. Maybe just here. Maybe here's bigger. I'm a genius. I am AI. Bow down. This shouldn't be right. Locally, I want to see this. This is my thoughts locally. Okay. You know, it's fine. The Shusaku diagonal is fine. It's not a bad move. It's just not modern. That's all it is. I don't like this move. Why, though? What is wrong with the basic approach? Probably go like this, and then like this. That's probably fine. Mega base, and you got Hane head of 3. Yeah, this is not good. This is a bad move. You got Hane head of 3, and it's ugly. Yeah, this is just a bad shape. Don't get Hane head of 3. It's just a bad shape. There's no way this goes well for you. I don't think you can do that because this is the awkward rectangle. There's 2 cutting points in the rectangle. Sort of Lego shape. There's 2 cutting points in it. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to fix. Maybe here. Here or here? My move's as bad as your move. This makes a lot of sense though. It's more active. Yeah, it's definitely not the 4th line or 5th line, but it looks like it's the 3rd line. Yeah, it looks like it's the 3rd line, one of these 3 moves. Hard move to find. That's because this shape is really bad. So it's a hard move to find. You could jump, and then it's fixed. Your shape's done, it's good. Golden, no cutting points. Is this really that big right now? This feels big. I guess this is small. Maybe that's small. Am I right? Is it this move? Let's see. Aw. Oh, build the influence. Here? What? Ooh, that's a nasty move. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. This is a way to play it, I guess. I guess it has to be here. It has to be here. And then you're just looking at this. Yeah, this feels like unnecessary, but it's a fight now. Can you go here? No, because this move is... Okay, you can't. Maybe here. Problem is, this move, it creates an empty triangle, so just play the empty triangle. What? What is this? Touch Nobi is my first instinct. Does that kill it? Guess not. Why not cut? Complicated. I think this is the move. But the AI says it's not. Yeah, the AI says it's not. It can't make up its mind. Because it doesn't matter. You'll never have time to save the stone. Okay. Okay. I stand corrected. I'm sorry. But this is the move. Yeah, you can't say you can't read it. You have to read it. If you want to be Dawn level, you got to read it. Okay, why not bamboo now? What's wrong with this? Save the cutting stones? Why's getting in trouble? Also, this is getting big too. Both of these are really big moves. That sucks. That sucks. Like, I think I want to play this one. Can I play it and just give up those 2 stones? I really want this #1 move. Close enough. Yeah, my judgment's correct. It's close enough. That was such a big move. Because that's your base. You're weak in the corner now. There you go. Just jump. Don't give white all these forcing moves. Like, don't give white all those forcing moves, because then white can go build something stupid. Like, don't give white all these forcing moves. Yeah, that's not big. Cut has to be the move. There's no way it's not. It's either gonna be something up here or the cut. What is that? That's such bullcrap. What is this move? Is it a ladder breaker? Is it a ladder breaker? It's a ladder breaker. We're getting a ladder breaker. I don't know. This feels slow. This is fine for reducing, but you should be more active. One of these moves. It could be an attachment, it could be a shoulder hit, it could like threaten to cut or something more active. This is too passive. Interesting, interesting. Little risky. I don't think you need this move. Not yet. Because if you jump right here and they go right here, you have the tiger's mouth. And don't forget, you always have this move in the corner. So probably here with the follow-up here. No, now they can cut you. Now there's no tiger's mouth. This is like this is much worse. Good shape here. Fix. Fix. Feels important. Fix your cutting points. This is bumping your own head, and it doesn't make an eye, so I'm not sure what you're doing right here. I have no idea what you're doing with this move. Looks like you're trying to live in the center. I feel like you wasted a bunch of moves. Yep, there's that. Hope you're alive. You're not alive. You gotta go here. And then there. Dodge. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. You did not read this correctly. Basically, this move sucks. This move destroyed your corner. Like, in hindsight, this move just, like, wrecks all the shape. Just do the kick. It would have been so much easier. Cut, like, here or something. I don't know. Gotta be more active. Get liberties, like, what you want this move. So everything should be threatening to get that move. You need a Miai. This doesn't have a follow-up after they take it. You're just dead. M17 was AI move? Yeah. You have to threaten to save this cutting point. This doesn't do anything. You're just wasting time now. Yeah, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. Come on, you can read this. It's not even a ko. It's not a ko. Yeah, denial kicked in. This was very large. That was your eye space. Get your base. It is very large. Bases are important. This was so painful. That's probably the key point. You should have gotten all the eye space. Losing that eye space was really annoying. Sometimes your shape is good, and then sometimes it's like all over the place. Like this right here is not good. You didn't get this. You got that move for some reason. This relationship's a little odd. Yeah, the AI says to go here. I'm not sure what the difference is, but the point is you want the corner. Yeah, the point is you want the corner, regardless of which one you play. You want your base in the corner. Life and death is confusing. Life and death is confusing. Okay, the life and death is too complicated. Life and death is too complicated. AI corrects me again. Anyway, that's my opinion on the game. Hopefully it helps. Okay, let's look at this one. Good. Perfect so far. You want this one because this later will give you the nice endgame. Cape is possible. No, this is fine. This is fine. Later, white needs a move. Take the 3/3. Take the eye space away. This is an invasion. You want to take the eye space. Also, I don't know what the life and death answer is here, but I feel like it's not the greatest. I think white's just straight up dead. I think white's literally just dead. Keep and it's dead. This is fine though. I think they're trying to. Okay, maybe they're not, but I think there might be a connection to Suji here. You can probably just do this. That works too. Okay, so white's just dead everywhere. It's not necessary. You can go here, here, here. So many 3/3 life and death problems in this board. This is endgame, and I think you're still in life and death, so this is not a good endgame move. There we go. You really should, if you're gonna play this move, you really should have played it earlier. You shouldn't wait to solve the life and death problem. You should solve it immediately before moving on. What's wrong with this move? You're rushing your endgame. Hey, you found it! Reduce the eye space first. You found it! This is mutual life. Crap. Crap. This doesn't matter. This doesn't change the result. This is -1 point. I have a sleeping cat next to me and he's snoring and it's cute. Here. Yeah, you're losing points in the endgame quite a bit. I think you can improve your endgame from these 13x13 games. I think you can improve your endgame like 5 or 10 points. Alright, hopefully that's helpful. Okay, so Manny, are you still here?
Review started.
Before we jump into this game, today's stream is sponsored by Go Congress. We are able to do these game reviews on Fridays thanks to Go Congress. Hopefully you are planning to attend. And if you don't mind, we are going to watch the Congress video, talk about it a little bit, and answer any questions that you might have. And then we'll jump right back into the reviews.
This.
No.
I want my money back.
I don't want your money back.
This is the US Go Congress, the largest and most comprehensive Go event in North America. Every year, nearly 500 amateur players of all skill levels gather
Who
to
here's
compete
going?
in the thrilling US Open
Has
tournament.
anyone purchased their tickets
At the
yet?
same time, the prestigious Masters Tournament hosts dozens of professionals and top amateur players from around the globe. There's something for players of all levels. 9x9 and 13x13 small board challenges, blitz and rapid games, seniors
Here we
and
go.
women's
Cool.
tournaments, even the madness of Crazy Go. Prizes and recognition await the winners at the closing awards dinner. But the true highlight is the welcoming and vibrant community. Reconnect with old Go friends and make new ones from across the world. Attend inspiring lectures by seasoned professionals, teachers, and streamers. Test your skills against
Moth,
your favorite pros and simultaneous
are you planning to
exhibition
try to go?
games. Each year, the Congress takes place in a different U.S. city. This year, the 41st annual event is heading to Austin, Texas, one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S., celebrated for its unique food scene and legendary live music. In your free time, explore the surrounding area's many attractions for some unforgettable
I guess Moth left.
sightseeing memories. It's all happening July 12th through the 20th here in Texas. Get ready. This one is going to be big.
Do you think we'll pass 600? 600 people? I think the youth is going to expire soon, by the way. Prices. Youth is free until, for the early bird rates, May 1st. Okay, not yet. So you have until May 1st to get the early bird prices, which is a lot different if you're 17 and under. And adults, looks like about $50. You save about $50. Yeah, I'm planning to go, but I'm planning to teach and maybe play in the open in the mornings and then teach the rest. And then, of course, live stream it. Gonna be live streaming. Yeah, if you have to spend that much, I could see that. What about going to the European Congress? Is it is that feasible? Because then you're leaving the country and gonna be able to visit another country. It's a little bit more reasonable for what you would have to spend. On-campus housing, dormitory and apartment details. I hate staying in dorms, man. I hate staying in dorms, but that's the only thing I can afford. Can only afford the dorm. Are you guys going to the ones who are going? Are you guys going to the banquet? It's a nice little dine and wine get together at the end. Nice little banquet to just dress up, look nice, drink some wine. Participate in an auction for a Go board, which I totally did once, and then they outbid me, and I'm like, I'm good. I need to not do this. There's like the Go board at those auctions sell for like $1,000 plus every year. Yeah, it's Congress. You have until May 1st for the early bird pricing. And they are the sponsor today, so big shout out to them and thank you to them. With that, let's go ahead and get back to the game reviews. Okay, we were reviewing for black. Uh-huh. For this one, you want a Hane first. The reason for that is if they go this way, you just make a tiger's mouth, and it's a nice shape. And if they go to block right here, you make a tiger's mouth. They connect, and you can go here. It goes one line further because they're on the fourth line. I forget, but I think this one is like 1 point better. But I forget exactly. Okay, okay, nope. Don't defend, attack. Attack with your fourth line stuff. You want to pincer it. You want to attack it. The AI says attack these two stones right here. You can even attack these two stones. Like maybe get this and then do a leaning attack. Like that looks amazing, honestly. Yeah, but you want to attack with star point stuff. You don't want to defend your corner with star point. That's the worst thing to do. You want to attack. Cut. Cut right here is pretty simple. This is a simple cut. This one's a little bit easier. This one is just not as big. It makes it easier for me to sacrifice too, but I don't think I will, but it's a little bit unnecessary. Actually, you can't cut now because the ladder's good for you. Yeah, so you didn't even cut. You gotta cut. You gotta cut that. I think this is pretty important. This corner is pretty important because you defended instead of attacking, and then you didn't cut. And so now your entire corner is surrounded. So you got the corner for the star point, which is not what you want with the star point. The star point doesn't want the corner unless it absolutely has to. And white got all of the influence, and there's not a single cutting point. Okay, maybe there is right here. But you can just sacrifice the two stones. There's not really a valuable cutting point on this entire wall. So this corner got very misplayed, I think. So I think that's very important to remember that the star point wants to attack stuff. It doesn't want the corner. So if you find yourself in the corner and your opponent has all the influence, you misplayed the star point. Usually we go up. Just jump. It's a base, it's fourth line territory, it's solid, it's fine. This one they can double Hane, and then you have to play more moves, and it's just really annoying. If you can't double Hane because of that, then just jump. Locally, we want this move. Yeah. This is feeling pretty big. This is really large. I think this entire game is just learn from this corner's mistake. Because the entire rest of the game is going to be affected by this wall that white has. Just this one corner, I think, is worth an entire review. Connect. You have two cutting points and you didn't fix either one. Okay, this is getting big. This is getting big. But white's a little bit bigger is the problem. But okay, you can make it a big position. Touch Nobi usually. Connect or double Hane. Connect or double Hane. Do not Nobi. That leaves more Aji. That's just straight up cuttable. You just insta-die. Not sure why white didn't do that. That's interesting. Maybe get something over here first, and then do all that. Also, make this exchange first. You don't lose any points, and it makes sure that they don't sacrifice. Like, just make sure that they never sacrifice these 2 stones, because in rare situations, that'll be a thing. You can't lose the 2 stones. You cannot lose the 2 stones. You have to save the 2 stones. Because it's your plan. You invaded, you have to live. You made the commitment, you have to live. If you die with your own invasion, then it's worse than if you just didn't invade. Maybe this one is a little bit more your speed. I don't know. This is what kind of why I said I want a stone over here. So that way when I go out like this, if I have an exchange right here, it just makes it a little bit easier for me to attack. Just having that exchange right there makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, this entire invasion failed. So that means this was a bad move. We can't save it now. Now it's too late. I have no idea what this one does. I have no idea what you're doing. Huh? Huh? I don't know what either player's doing. Like, what is the point of the moves? We're just not fixing the cutting points. We're not really threatening anything. It feels like we're just wasting a lot of moves. But then white responded, and you saved half the stones. Actually, no, you can go right here. You can go right here. Oh my gosh. Because if they can do that, you just walk out. And then if they do that, you just walk right here. Oh my gosh, they're just dead. No, they're not. There's a connection. Either way, you just lived with your whole group that was dead. All because white responded to a Gote move. If I cut right here and... Okay, I lose by 1 liberty. I lose by 1 liberty. That is so big. No, don't connect it. Don't connect it. That's only 1 point. Do something else. If they take, you take back. They got 2 stones, you got 1 stone. It's only 1 point to connect. So it's really, really small. Unless they do that, I guess if it threatens the cutting point, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, because there's a cutting point right here. I don't think that I'm wrong, because this feels like a bad exchange, but maybe that's what you're after. But if they do this, just Atari. I think you missed the number 3 move. I think that's what this is. I think if you saw number 3, you would have a lot more options. It's still there. It's still right there. Neither player sees number 3. Okay, now it's fixed. Now it's fixed. If you want endgame, you want to Nobi down, not Hane. Because if you Hane and they block, you have to fix your cut. But if you go down and they block, you don't have a cut. Also, when you go down, you want to threaten to jump into White's house. If you go down right here, there's no house to jump in. So it doesn't matter. So that is why this one is good and this one is slow. I think this is Sente. I think you might be dead. Yeah, I think it's a bent 4. I think it's a bent 4. I need more Samego Dragon. Is it not a bent 4? Amuse, isn't this a bent 4? Isn't this dead? Yeah, my own website tells me I need more life and death. Legitimately, my website tracks my data. Do it for homework. My website tracks my data and it says, hey, you're bad at life and death. I'm good at squeeze the Sujis and other stuff like that, but life and death is where I'm weak at. So it tells me to do more life and death problems. My own website tells me to do more life and death problems. This is I versus no I, right? Oh, I didn't look at the left side. I was looking at the right side. Wait, how long's that been there? Oh, after this move. Got it. Nice catch. Nice catch. Very large move. Can you do this? I don't think you can do that. Does this cut works? AI has an insane move. Move 150. Oh, because it's I versus no I, but then oh yeah. The right side is I versus no I, but it doesn't matter if the left side's dead. So this killed the entire corner? There's no way out of this either. Wow. This move was the key in so many places in this game. Oh, I figured it out. This is a little bit silly. If you connect and die, then just don't play it. So here you played too fast. Oops. I think both of you played this in-game way too fast. No, this is another life and death problem. That's mutual life. Yeah, it's just an in-game mutual life, right? There. Yeah. Yeah, it's just in-game mutual life. Another in-game move. Lots of corner. Basically, I think corner life and death, attack with the star point, and then cut go problems. Yeah, corner life and death and cut go problems. 10-second game. That makes a lot of sense. I think the corner stuff you can actually just memorize almost, though. Like, I should have it memorized. Corner life and death. Level 4. Yeah, corner life and death at level 4. Nope, that's not. What am I missing? See, life and death is my weakness. It has been my weakness for a long time. Is this level 4? Is this really level 4? I'm gonna mark that at level 5. I think that's level 5. Q1 and Q19. Here, take the eye, and then when you take back, it's only one eye. These are tough. These are tough. Get better at life and death than me, and you'll be much stronger. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. That's capture race. Yeah, that is capture race. You made it to Tana. I don't know if that's true. I still can solve it with enough time. I'm just very slow and bad at it. Anyway, that is my recommendation to you. Hopefully that is helpful. Okay, Q&As. Q&As. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and submitting a game for us to analyze. We can do Q&As. We can talk about Go Congress. Anything else that I can help you to improve today? Any good resource to help you analyze your own games with AI. So I'm assuming you can already analyze them with AI, right? Do you know about AI Sensei? Train's usually better if you're a Dawn player. AI Sensei is nice because you can set the difficulty to your rank, and then it'll show you mistakes. Like if you go down here, it'll show you your mistakes. Knife be not be a wuss. Look at how long that list is. No, that is a long list of mistakes. Yeah, Cottrain is free, but it's not as organized. It's kind of like Samego Dragon. It's organized for you. Also, you can click on this little menu thing and do performance report. Okay, I did the opening. Set this down to 1 Dawn. Accuracy rating 95%. Nice. Opening was good. See if there's a good example of this game. I think you can try to find like the second best move or third best move, or find a move the AI considered in that area to find locally a good move. Like a lot of the times the AI will point this move out and say, hey, you should play over here. And you can kind of ignore it most of the time. But you see how there's multiple options? So it's like, oh, okay, locally, these are my 2 options as white. Globally, I can play these and see what they do. But probably I don't want to play it at this timing. So it's a little difficult in that sense. I hate this move so much. But basically, you try to see what's recommended. Cottrain will give you a lot of information, but you have to be able to sort it. That's the big thing. Whereas AI Sensei, you can just focus on the mistakes. So it looks like Black missed a cutting point here. Yeah, Black missed the cutting point to cut off 2 stones. That's a mistake. He missed the cutting point. So I think that's probably your best bet if you are not like Dawn level. Dawn players, you have to go like really deep into analysis, and you can spend a lot of time doing it. Even so much that you can go too far with it and waste time. But honestly, I would say just ignore most of the AI advice as long as it's not something obvious. Because a lot of the times it's going to be above your level. Which is why I think reviews from stronger players is usually better than AI, because AI gives you a little too much information. And then sometimes it'll say, this is not the best move because of this over here. And that thing over there is like, okay, 1 point better. And then locally, this is the best move. And then it doesn't show that because it's not the 1 point better move or something. Sometimes it'll recommend stuff that's literally like almost the same value. And you're like, okay, all of these are okay options, but it's not the AI move. So I think don't stress about it too much. I would say see where the drops in the graph are. So like, for example, there's a big gap right here, a little cliff right here. So right here, something probably went wrong. And we can find the mistake. So you want to look at the jumps in the graph or the dips in the graph. Right here, something went wrong for white. It looks like this move at 80 is a mistake. So you can find that. So you want to look at the dips in the graph, see if there's something that you can understand. Don't overanalyze it. Like if it's something you just don't get, then just move on. Or you can ask someone if you want to do that, but don't overanalyze the AI because the AI goes like millions of branches deep. So don't overdo it. Did that answer your question? I kind of like went on a tangent about AI. I'm not sure if it helped your question though. Okay. Any other questions? If you're on OGS, actually, on OGS, sometimes the AI will be like, hey, do this thing, right? Yeah, it says here, and I'm like, okay, what happens if I don't do it? And then I'll play it out, and then I'll say, okay, now what's the AI say? Because you can actually analyze this in real time. The AI says, okay, go here. And then I could say, what if they play this? Then what's the punishment? AI will say, okay, go here. Like, okay, this is the AI move, but what if they do this? AI will say, okay, go here. Like, here's the OGS AI. So that can sometimes be a thing. If you're like, hey, I don't know why that's the best move, so I'm going to play my move. You play out your moves, and I'll play my moves, and we'll see how you punish me. Sometimes that can be a way to do it. I think you don't want to adjust the depth. I think you want to adjust the amount of information shown. I think that's probably, you want to adjust what's shown and how much is shown and how deep the branches are. So it's less about how deep the AI analyzes and more about like what you can process of that information. I think that's the thing, is you have to organize all the information. A lot of times that can be quite difficult. All right, any other questions that I can answer? Anything else about studying, about game improvement, habits? Yeah, exactly. And then you just don't ignore it. Then you just ignore that information. As long as the graph just doesn't dump off a cliff when you don't play that move, I think you can ignore it. Anyone else struggling with AI or anything Go related? I have time for probably one more question, one or two more questions, depending on how long it takes to answer. Do you guys analyze pro games at all? I know that's a kind of becoming a lost art. Many players don't look at pro games. Hello, Mr. Team Rocket. Welcome, welcome. Do you have any questions for us before we wrap up the stream? Do I watch professional games? Myself, no. Go is kind of my job, so it's kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, I would like to do other stuff now. And that's really sad, honestly, because I've made it my job because I'm very passionate about Go. But it's become a lot of work, so it's nice to do other stuff. With that being said, I don't really think I ever enjoyed watching. I enjoyed like going over it after the fact. And this is something I think Go has an issue with in general, is watching a game live can be really boring if you don't have some emotional investment. So like if it's a friend and I'm watching them play live and it's a tournament, I'll watch over their shoulder and be like, okay, don't mess up or I'll tease you about this on the entire trip home and we're at a Go tournament or whatever. I want to see if they win the tournament. And I'll watch over their shoulder and start reading and doing all of that, analyzing stuff. But if it's a pro, I'm like, I'll review this after the fact. I'm not going to sit here and watch for 2 hours. I'll just replay the game after and analyze it after. So I think watching Go can be really boring, and I think it's a problem that no one has been able to solve yet. Keeping Go interesting while it's being played and players are thinking for like 5 to 10 minutes a move is really, really hard, if not impossible. So I think you have to have some sort of like emotional investment or be doing something else while you're watching it to be invested. Because I think it's really hard to watch Go live. I think an overview video is much better for modern players. Which they actually have that at Baduk TV. They call them Pokemans. What it is you have a Pokemon that wears the same color shirt as the professional player, and they have 2 Pokemans play out the game pretty quickly, like about a second pause in between moves. So it looks like the video feed is capturing them playing live, but it's actually not. It's actually 2 people replaying the game, but doing so at a more decent pace that's watchable, rather than sitting for 5 minutes on one move or something. I don't know. I haven't watched Baduk TV very much. I liked working for Baduk TV, though. It was a lot of fun to analyze the games with the pros. I will say that is a lot more interesting, is when you're analyzing it with a professional. It's a lot more fun. I did enjoy that. Watching it when I'm not interacting or asking questions, though, I think being able to ask questions, I think would be a big thing to make it more watchable. More interactivity with the viewers. Like, text this number and ask your question. And they'll go over a variation. All right, we have 3 questions that viewers have texted in. What about this move or blah, 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 blah? Right? I think that would be that'd be more interactive and more fun. All right, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream and got a lot out of it and a lot of reviews, and hopefully it helped you improve your game today. But with that, I will wrap it up and see you guys next time. Adios.